What's going on, traders? In this video, we're not going to go so much over whether the market is going to go up or down. We're going to focus more so on investment opportunities, because I'm sure a lot of you are looking at the market and you're thinking there is nothing to invest in. Everything's at all-time highs. And even if I'm going to invest, I'm more so focused on this level or that level. And when that time comes, you are nowhere to be found. So we're going to go over that. So if you're interested in that, like, subscribe, comment your thoughts below. Let's get into the video. So yesterday in the Discord, I alerted to Discord members that I am investing or dollar cost averaging into Meta shares. And while Meta can possibly go lower, you as an investor should not be focused on whether a stock can go lower or higher. You should be focused on how big of a discount you can get. Now, my rule of thumb is that I'm looking at a 20 to 30% discount when it comes to any stock, right? Mainly the Mag 7 is what I'm focused on, but when it comes to any stock, I'm focused on a 20 and 30% discount. The reason being is that when you're looking into the real world, and let's say you go shopping at Walmart, Best Buy, wherever you like to shop at, if you are offered a 20 to 30% discount on a TV, chances are that's going to be an appeasing price to you, right? You're going to be interested in possibly buying that TV, right? And it's very rare to get those type of discounts, especially when you're talking about the United States, right? You're lucky to even get a 10% discount off anything. So when it comes to the stock market, you have to look at it in the same light, right? 20, 30%, when you're talking about Meta coming from all-time highs, all the way from 800 to 620, I would argue that this is a beautiful buying opportunity. You're looking at about a 20 to 30% discount here. And so right now, Meta is at a weekly fair value gap. So we go to the weekly time frame here, and as you guys can see, Meta is having a hard time. Whether you're bearish or bullish, I guess it depends on if you consider that a hard time. But Meta right now is at a weekly fair value gap, and so I do imagine that Meta has the potential to bounce from here and possibly retest the 700s heading into next week. Obviously, you know, tomorrow is another day, but I do believe that Meta has the potential to bounce from here. Now, if I'm wrong, right, which I don't necessarily care about as an investor, I care so more about the long term, right? I care about where Meta is going to be 5 to 10 years from now. And obviously, I think Meta is either going to do some type of stock split or is going to be possibly in the 2Ks, if not higher, because, well, it's Meta, right? But let's say Meta does go lower, and let's say we get an even bigger discount, right? Let's say we get maybe a 40% discount. Well, if that's the case, then we're talking about the mid, or I should say high to mid 500s. So I will be looking at around 580 to 568, which is a key level, and also a gap fill here all the way at 550. So that's what you will be looking at as another dollar cost average target. Now, let's say Meta decides to head much lower, then you're pretty much pushing the 50% target or 50% investment target, right? Where you're looking at like 500 to 400 range. That is where I would look to be going very heavy into Meta. Any stock that's giving me a 50% discount, I am definitely looking to go heavy in, and you should be interested in going heavy into that stock as well. For now, I'm dollar cost averaging between 620 and 640 when it comes to Meta, and I'm looking for a possible bounce back towards the upside, hopefully to fill this gap all the way at 700, 740. Now the question is, am I going to sell when this happens? No, I'm not looking to sell, right? I'm looking to retire, right? I'm technically, I guess, kind of retired, but more so I'm looking to, when I turn 60, I'm looking at my portfolio and I'm like, yeah, I'm good to go. I'm ready to sell. I'm ready to pass my wealth down to my children, my family, my wife, whatever the case may be, right? That's what I'm looking at for the long term. These are the type of investments that you do not stare at, you do not look at, you do not care for. You let them sit, you let them rock for however many years, and then you move along with your life. All right, this is not trading. This is investing in your long-term future. So Meta 620, between 620 650 is what I'm looking at here. I've already started investing into this. I alerted to the Discord that I'm starting to invest into Meta, and if Meta just so happens to break lower, then I would absolutely be looking for another opportunity there. Another stock that I am looking at right now is Tesla, right? Because Tesla has this meeting or this announcement 30 minutes from now, or 20 to 30 minutes from now. By the time this video is out, it will probably already be announced already. But if shareholders decide not to pass this package along to Elon Musk, this $1 trillion package or whatever you want to call it, to Elon Musk, then I do believe that Tesla is going to get hit very hard, right? You're going to see a massive drop with Tesla. And I talked about this in the past where I would love to see Tesla at the 360s. At some point in time, you're going to need to retest this level, right? You have a rejection here, and you have a rejection here as well. So this will be a beautiful buying opportunity if Tesla just so happens to dump towards the downside, if and only if this package doesn't go through. Now, I'm not saying Tesla is just going to immediately dump all the way to this level in one day. It will obviously take some time, maybe a week or so, before this even happens. But this is definitely something I'm going to be paying attention to in the next 20 to 30 minutes. And again, by the time this video is out, the news will already be out, right? But if Tesla just so happens to, pass this package, like I said, I think it's going to be a spike towards the upside, and then you're going to see a rejection back towards the downside. Minimum I'm looking at 490, highest I'm looking at is about 530. When you're talking about an investment into Tesla, remember I told you guys, or I made a video letting you guys know when this was when Tesla was in the 200s. I let you guys know, and I even alerted to Discord that I am investing into Tesla in the 220s, right? And Tesla ended up hitting 220. I alerted that I'm investing into it, and a lot of people doubt it, right? A lot of people had their doubts. They're like, Tesla's fundamentals is trash. But at the end of the day, you're talking about a Mag 7 here, right? Tesla is not a Mag 7 for no reason. So it is one thing I don't encourage traders to do, which they have a bad habit of doing, is doubting the Mag 7. It's in the Mag 7 for a reason. Once it leaves the Mag 7, which probably will never happen, then that's when you're right. But yes, we know Tesla has bad fundamentals, but again, we're talking about the long term here. We're not talking about the short term. We're talking about the long term, and we know Elon Musk is playing the long game. We're talking about space here. We're talking about autonomous robots here. We're talking about future things, right? And I do think Tesla is in its own league when it comes to those things. So when you're talking about the future, when you're talking about 10 to 50 years from now, where do you think Tesla's going to be? Where do you think Elon Musk is going to be, right? Those are the things you have to consider when it comes to Tesla. So when we're talking about a 20 to 30% discount, we're basically looking at this level here, right? We're basically looking at the 350s to 360s. I think this is a beautiful buying opportunity if and only if we see this level. Even if you want to invest at the 400 target, I think that's a good level as well. There is a gap here at around 398, 400. So between 400 and 360, that's about a 20 to 30% discount right there in itself. And that's where I will be looking to invest into Tesla. Or I should say dollar cost average into Tesla, because we're already in Tesla at the 220 range. And so that's what I'm looking at for Tesla. Make sure you pay attention to that announcement about 20 minutes from now. And then, so the next stock that we're going to look at here is Amazon. So when it comes to Amazon, I've already invested into Amazon, and this was around the 180s. Unfortunately, I didn't dollar cost average. Somehow I'm going to sound like Dave. Discord members will know what I'm talking about. Somehow I missed the 210 investment when Amazon dumped all the way to 210. I was definitely looking to invest there, but I think I'm going to approach Amazon in a different way. The reason why I say that is because I do believe that Amazon is still undervalued. Congratulations to Discourse for trading Amazon earnings with me. I had a price target of 260. We saw Amazon pump all the way from 210 to 260. So that was an absolutely beautiful day for us. But I've been screaming on this channel for quite some time that Amazon is undervalued. And I think the best time to be in Amazon is before the holidays. We have Thanksgiving coming up. We have Christmas coming up, right? So I do believe that this will be a good time to start investing into Amazon despite where it currently is. Now, what I want to see here with Amazon, and again, I'm approaching this in a different light. I would love to see Amazon reclaim to 50, because I do believe there's a world where Amazon can hit the 300s or be in the 300s by the end of the year. Now, I'm not guaranteeing this is going to happen, but I'm leaning towards this happening by the end of the year, beginning of next year, because Amazon tends to thrive during holiday season. So that's what I'm looking at for Amazon. Now, in order for if you want to get a much better price here, obviously you're going to be looking at this gap fill, and you're talking about pretty much a 20% discount if Amazon just so happens to hit this 227, 230 gap fill. So that's a more safe option. So you can go light up here. This is a very important level here. This is a very strong weekly level at the 240s. If Amazon decides to dump much further to the downside, then you can definitely, or I would definitely be looking to dollar cost average at that 227, 230 gap fill, and then head back towards the upside, where I do believe Amazon is going to be in the 300s. So that leads me to talk about Nvidia. So when it comes to Nvidia, right, I think Nvidia is one of the most unique opportunities right here because Nvidia is very hard to tank, right? And I don't think you're going to see anything significant when it comes to Nvidia until its earnings. And right now, I would like to see Nvidia basically hit this 184.9 target. And this is not me saying I'm going to invest here. In fact, I would like to invest much lower. I'm looking at around 170, right? Because this is basically like a 10% discount. You're not getting a big discount here, in my personal opinion. So when you're talking about a 20 to 30% discount when it comes to Nvidia, I would love to see 170, between 170 and 150. And we talked about this before. This level down here, right, this is a beautiful buying opportunity down here at this 153 150 level, right? You have a rejection here, and then you broke out and you pretty much left this behind, right? So I will be looking to dollar cost average on Nvidia, into Nvidia, hopefully before its earnings. If it can tank towards 170, well, 180, 170, 160, 150, and this is where I will be looking to go really heavy into Nvidia, right? But unfortunately, it is Nvidia, so who knows when that will happen? Who knows when Nvidia will actually hit the 150s, if it hits the 150s? But that's definitely an area that I will be looking at, and a pretty solid, a very solid discount. You're talking about a 30 to 40% discount there. Anything lower than that, I mean, you're just basically getting blessed. So that's what I'm looking at for Nvidia. Apple, I'm not really interested in investing into Apple right now or anytime soon. More so because I'm heavy in Apple. It's probably my heaviest Mag 7 stock in my portfolio, right? I've invested into Apple when it was in the 180s. Remember, I made a video letting you guys know that a good investment opportunity will be in the 180s when it comes to Apple, and Apple has a 100% hit rate when it comes to hitting the 200 MA. It bounces off the 200 MA 100% of the time, and that's exactly what ended up happening. But what would be a good investment opportunity for Apple from this point on? Well, if you're talking about a 20% to 30% discount here, then I would assume that you're looking at the 240s to 230 range, right? Lowest I'm looking at is about 230. I would really love Apple at this range. And if I am looking to dollar cost average more into Apple versus anything else, then that's where I would be looking at for Apple. There is a world where Apple can see the 300s. I definitely see that being possible. And again, you're looking at the long term here. 10 years from now, do you think Apple is going to get blown off the face of the earth, or do you think Apple is going to be at new highs, maybe 500, maybe 1,000, maybe 2,000, right? Where do you think Apple is going to be 5 to 10 years from now? So that's what we're looking at when it comes to Apple. That's where I will be looking to invest into Apple. I think Apple is one of those stocks that if you invest in, you can't look at it. You really can't look at it. You just have to look around you and just be like, all right, this guy has an iPhone, this guy has an iPad, this guy has an Apple Watch. You have to look at it that way and be like, all right, Apple is in business still. Okay, so I think that's how I make myself feel better about Apple, because sometimes it can really lag behind, and then when it takes off, it's usually only around earnings when it really takes off, unfortunately. So that's what I'm looking at when it comes to Apple. Google. So I talked about Google multiple times, right? And Google was a beautiful buying opportunity at the 140s and 150s. I made a whole video about that. I made multiple videos saying that I'm going to invest into Google in the 140s and 150s. We invested in the Discord at 150, and then we dollar cost average at the 140 target. Now, since Google has constantly been pumping, does that mean that there's no more investment opportunity? I don't think that's going to be the case, but it's going to be it looks like it's going to be hard to really dump Google. And so when you're talking about a 20 to 30% discount from here, I would like to see Google at the 230s. I think that's a beautiful buying opportunity. You can even go and say that maybe 250 is a good investment opportunity as well, and I wouldn't even argue with you there as well. So 250, you can dollar cost average there, and then 230 is where I will be looking to go heavy again. 230, between 230 220 is where I will be looking to go really heavy all over again when it comes to Google. Anything lower than that, if you're talking about a move towards this 200, between 205 210 target, that's a blessing. Okay, that's an absolute blessing, guys. So that's what I will be looking at when it comes to Google, if that manages to happen. All right, I'm not leaning towards that happening anytime soon, especially before the holidays, but who knows, anything is possible in this market. So that's what we're looking at when it comes to Google. Microsoft. So Microsoft, I don't think so. Someone in the Discord asked me, is Microsoft a good dollar cost average opportunity? Me personally, I'm not looking at Microsoft here. I don't think this is a good dollar cost average opportunity. What I would like to see from Microsoft, I was about to say Applesoft, Microsoft is a move down here towards the 450s. Between 400 and 500, 400 and 480, I should say, you are looking at beautiful buying opportunity when it comes to Microsoft. Now, Microsoft is the only Mag 7, I think it's the only Mag 7 that I do not have in my portfolio, unfortunately, right? But if Microsoft just so happens to come down here and give us that 20% discount, then I would definitely be looking to invest into Microsoft. For the long term, I have no clue where Microsoft can go, right? I don't, but that would be nice. I didn't even notice this gap is all the way at 400 on the monthly time frame. That's insane. So yeah, 400, 450, this will be great. This will be a great, amazing buying opportunity, guys, if Microsoft just so happens to fill this gap on the monthly time frame. That is insane. I've never seen this, right? And I've looked at this chart so many times, as you guys can see, so that's insane. But yeah, I would love Microsoft at the 450, 400 target. That will give us that basically that 20 to 30% off deal, and then go from there. And that's pretty much all the Mag 7, I believe. If not, let me know in the comments below if I missed one. When it comes to the overall market, guys, I do believe you're going to see a recovery. We dumped a lot, right? We dumped a lot today. I'll let you guys know that I do believe the triple Qs is going to see 610, especially if it breaks below 615. We got that move. I also told you guys in the last video that I do believe Nvidia is looking pretty weak, and you're going to see a move towards the 190s and possibly fill that gap at 187. There are still a lot of buyers coming in for this Tesla news. Like I said, I think it's just going to simply be a buy the rumor, sell the news event. You're probably going to get a spike, but ultimately I do think Tesla is going to sell off, because historically that's what it does. I could be wrong. I can't tell the future. There's no way for me to know for sure. I'm not Elon Musk or anything like that, and I'm definitely not paying attention to what happened during the shareholders meeting, right? But overall, just pay attention to Tesla. Obviously, if Tesla pumps, then maybe the market will get some, momentum towards the upside. But if Tesla dumps, then, probably drag the market right down with it. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Discord link will be in the description below. Today, we jumped into Team 160 strike calls, currently in profit on those. Ended up taking a loss on Palantir because someone in my last video complained that I never talk about my losses. So hopefully this gets your rocks off. So go ahead, grab your lotion, get your baby oil. It was $29 per contract, so I mean, whatever, I guess. But a loss is a loss at the end of the day. I'm not gonna knock that, but we took a loss on Palantir. Ended up closing. I talked about Tesla in the last video and how we were in those 460 strike calls. We jumped in at 450. Tesla pumped all the way to 467 today. Ended up taking profit on those runners at around 465. So congratulations to Discord members on Tesla. Made a crazy bag on that. Good thing I didn't get greedy, because Tesla ended up dumping like literally 5 minutes after that. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So Discord link will be in the description below. If you want to be part of our community, you want to laugh, you want to have fun, you want to make money, do not come into Discord being disrespectful. You're going to see trolls in the comments crying, complaining. Most likely they were the ones that got kicked out for being disrespectful, for disrespecting other members, for using, some of them use racial slurs, things like that, just crazy stuff like that. Just have a good mental, man. Like, we have fun, we joke and everything, but you just got to have a good mental. Like, and if you don't have a good mental, I'm just going to assume you're broke. Simple as that. All right. Take it how you want. But until the next video, traders, have a good one.